Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what those clouds are called, how they form, or what they reveal about the weather? Cloud spotting is one of the simplest and most relaxing hobbies you can start, and it teaches you the language of the sky. Today, you'll learn how to identify clouds, decode their shapes, and appreciate the science and beauty above you. Welcome to HowExpert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Cloud Spotting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Cloud spotting blends curiosity, observation, and science. Once you understand the main cloud types, you'll never see the sky the same way again. Today, I'll walk you through 7 simple steps to start cloud spotting with confidence. Step #1. Learn the 3 main cloud categories. Clouds fall into 3 major altitude groups: low, middle, and high. Understanding altitude helps you predict weather patterns and quickly narrow down the cloud's identity. High clouds, for example, are thin and wispy because they form where the air is cold and dry. Middle clouds have more bulk and texture. Low clouds are usually dense, dark, and close to the ground. Imagine seeing long, delicate streaks high above. Those are cirrus clouds, spotting piles of fluffy white shapes just above the horizon, likely cumulus clouds. Knowing where the cloud sits in the sky is your first clue. Step #2. Recognize the 10 major cloud types. Once you know the altitude groups, it's time to learn the 10 basic cloud forms, the building blocks of cloud spotting. You'll often see cirrus, cirrostratus, and cirrocumulus high in the sky. In the mid-range, you may spot altostratus and altocumulus, which often precede changing weather. Near the ground, the most common are stratus, stratocumulus, cumulus, and the towering cumulonimbus. Picture cumulus clouds as giant cotton balls floating overhead. Stratocumulus clouds look like lumpy patches spread across the sky. And cumulonimbus clouds, tall, dramatic, and powerful, are the thunderstorm giants. Learning these 10 types is like learning the alphabet of the sky. Step #3. Pay attention to cloud shape and texture. Cloud shapes reveal how air is moving. Wispy clouds indicate gentle winds at high altitude. Sharp, puffy shapes tell you the air below is rising and cooling quickly. Flat gray sheets suggest stable air with little vertical movement. For example, if you're outside on a warm afternoon and notice small cumulus clouds growing taller and darker, that means rising warm air is creating vertical development, a common sign of possible evening showers. Cloud spotting is like reading the sky's handwriting. The shapes carry meaning, and the better you notice them, the clearer the message becomes. Step #4. Observe how clouds change over time. A single glance at the sky tells you something, but watching how clouds evolve tells you much more. Clouds grow, shrink, flatten, rise, and darken throughout the day, depending on temperature and wind patterns. Take a moment to notice transitions. Do clouds thicken as the day goes on? Do they scatter? Do they stack upward or stretch sideways? For example, cirrus clouds appearing on a perfectly clear day can be the first sign of a change in weather tomorrow. A sky that starts full of fluffy cumulus clouds and ends with towering cumulonimbus formations signals unstable conditions, possibly storms. Cloud spotting is not just visual, it's observational timing. Step #5. Learn basic weather patterns connected to clouds. Clouds are the sky's forecast system. Once you know what clouds represent, you can often predict weather hours or even days in advance. If you see altostratus clouds forming, expect steady rain or snow coming soon. If you spot cirrocumulus on a warm morning, that may indicate thunderstorms later in the day. If you find stratus clouds hugging hills or rooftops, you might have fog or drizzle ahead. You don't need equipment, you don't need charts, just your eyes, your curiosity, and a little sky knowledge. Step #6. Use cloud spotting tools to enhance your hobby. Cloud spotting can be as simple as looking up, but using tools can deepen your experience and accuracy. Start with a small field notebook to record observations. Many cloud spotters sketch clouds or jot down the time, weather conditions, and changes during the day. You can also use cloud spotting apps or even take photos and compare them to a cloud chart. Imagine taking a photo of a strange cloud shape and matching it with a reference later. Suddenly, that unusual formation becomes a learning opportunity. Like birdwatching or stargazing, cloud spotting becomes richer when you combine observation with documentation. Step #7. Make cloud spotting a daily ritual. The more often you look up, the more patterns you recognize. Try to spend at least a few minutes each day observing the sky at different times: morning, afternoon, and evening. One morning you might see the sky painted in layers of cirrostratus that create halos around the sun. Another afternoon might display dramatic towering cumulus clouds. Sunset might bring a sky streaked with fiery altocumulus ripples. When cloud spotting becomes part of your daily routine, you develop an intuitive understanding of how the atmosphere behaves. You'll begin to predict changes, identify rare cloud types, and experience the sky with fresh eyes. Let quotes say you step outside on a Saturday morning and start your cloud spotting journey. You look up and see high feathery streaks, cirrus clouds stretching across a bright blue sky. You write down the time and weather: warm, breezy, and sunny. By noon, those streaks have thickened into cirrostratus clouds, creating a light halo around the sun. You note possible weather change coming. Later in the afternoon, the sky begins to shift. The clouds lower and spread into altostratus, turning the light slightly gray. By evening, a gentle rain begins. Without checking the forecast, you read the sky signs and understood what was coming. That's the power of cloud spotting. HowExpert Tip: look for special or rare cloud types. Here's an advanced tip. Once you know basic clouds, challenge yourself to find rare or dramatic formations. Clouds like lenticular clouds, which look like flying saucers, or mammatus clouds, with their bubble-like texture, are stunning and uncommon. Another rare beauty is the noctilucent cloud, glowing at the edge of space after sunset. Spotting even one rare cloud can deepen your appreciation for the atmosphere and make the hobby truly exciting. Cloud spotting transforms the way you see the world. By identifying cloud types, understanding their shapes, and watching how they change, you gain insight into weather, atmosphere, and nature itself. Every day becomes a new opportunity to explore the sky, slow down, and connect with the environment around you. Your challenge: this week, spend 5 minutes each day observing the sky. Identify one cloud type each day and jot down how it changes over time. By the end of the week, you'll already have a beginner's cloud journal and a deeper appreciation for the sky above you. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Cloud Spotting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.